What's up guys, Shane Starnes here, and if you're like me, then everything you own just about is probably connected to the internet. We live in a world where our doorbell, our TVs, our cell phones, our laptops, everything, even down to like a microwave, can be connected to the internet. To have this house of connected devices, you do have to have a solid internet connection. There are all sorts of things that can cause a shoddy Wi-Fi connection. Maybe you have a larger home, which is actually a good problem. Maybe you have an older home with plaster walls. There are a few ways to remedy bad Wi-Fi in your home, but the best has to be a mesh Wi-Fi system. This video sponsor TP-Link actually set out 3 Deco mesh system setups, so we're gonna get those all set up and try them out, see what the differences are. Can we really improve our Wi-Fi signal? I actually have a pretty large home at over 4,000 square feet. So that being said, I'm really gonna be testing these systems to the max. Let's go ahead and get started. All of the Deco mesh systems that we're covering today are super easy to set up. All you have to do is plug the first mesh point into the Ethernet on the back of your router, and then you just follow the instructions in the included application. Pretty simple. It usually takes me about 5 to 10 minutes to get all of my mesh points set up. The additional mesh points, all you have to do is plug them in. The application is then able to automatically add them to the network once it has been detected. So everything here is super easy and quick to set up. First up, we're gonna take a look at the most affordable option that TP-Link sent out. This is the Deco S4 system. They did give me a 3-pack, which is good for coverage and up to 5,500 square feet. This is definitely gonna be enough to cover a house of a size of about 3 to 5 bedrooms. The system itself here has a modern design, but like all of the Deco mesh systems, they kind of just flow with whatever you've got going on. So no matter where you have to put them, they're not gonna stand out or cause any distractions. They really look good anywhere you place them. This also has 2 Ethernet ports here, so you can run Ethernet lines between the mesh points for the best possible speeds, but this also connects to the mesh system wirelessly, and then you have a couple of Ethernet ports here if you need a hardwire connection for like your gaming console or something like that. With the Deco S4 mesh system, you're gonna be able to get speeds of up to 1200 megabits per second on up to 100 concurrent devices, which is pretty insane. Most houses don't even have 100 devices, but for $149, you're gonna be able to get coverage on all of those devices. We'll go ahead and test it right here in the office first. Okay, so we're able to get 613 down and 531 up connected directly to the modem. Okay, next up we're gonna run a test on the S4 system here in the living room. And this is about the middle of my house. These are pretty good speeds here. It looks like we're pulling in the 240s, which is pretty awesome. That upload speed's even better. So we're able to get 236 down and 315 up from the middle of my house. And now we're running a test from the kitchen. This is the total opposite side of the house from where my ISP router is. And once again, we're getting very good speeds. All right, so 251 down and 242 up from the kitchen. And finally, we'll grab some speeds from the back patio. I like to sit out here and do lots of editing, just getting some nice, good fresh air and sunshine. And these speeds are pretty awesome back here. 190, looks like we might even breach 200 back here on the patio. That's pretty insane. So we're able to get 194 down and 188 up from the back patio. Next up, we'll be taking a look at the Deco X75. This just kind of steps it up a notch. It has many of the same features as the S4, but it does have the addition of Wi-Fi 6. Now, why is Wi-Fi 6 so important? Wi-Fi 6 was designed to solve problems that we have when we connect dozens of devices to a single Wi-Fi connection. Wi-Fi 6 lets routers communicate with more devices at once, and it also allows routers to send data to multiple devices on the same broadcast. I heard this analogy earlier today, and it explains why Wi-Fi 6 is so game-changing as a technology. So if you think of like the mail person, the mail carrier, if you think of them as just having one package that they deliver to one house at a time. So they've got to take the package to your house, and then they've got to go all the way back to the mail center to pick up the next package and take it to the next house. Well, that's not very efficient, and they're not going to be able to get their mail route covered in a single day. If you look at the way that mail carriers process packages in reality, they're going to load up their truck with all the packages that they need to deliver for that day. And if they come to your house, they're actually able to bring more than one package at a time to your doorstep. This is much more efficient, and this is what Wi-Fi 6 can do with Wi-Fi. With this added efficiency, it also means that devices can get better battery life when utilizing Wi-Fi 6. With the Deco X75, you're able to connect to over 150 devices. You're going to get faster Wi-Fi speeds up to 3,000 megabits per second. And of course, you get the same easy setup. This will give you coverage in up to 6,500 square feet, so a massive house. And you can think more along the lines of 4 to 6 bedrooms are going to get great coverage with this setup. Now we're going to go ahead and test out the Deco X75 starting right here in the office where we're connected directly to the ISP's router. And we're getting some really good speeds here. All right, so we're able to get 917 down and 761. We're back in the living room right in the middle of the house for a speed test on the X55. All right, and it looks like we're getting close to 400 meg, which is pretty awesome. That's pretty great speeds for the middle of the house here. All right, so we're able to get 433 down and 241 up. We'll go ahead and run a test right here in the kitchen on the very opposite side of the house here on the X55. Let's see what kind of speeds we're able to pull here. Looking good so far. All right, looks like we're able to get 425 and 361 on the Deco X55 from the kitchen. Let's go ahead and run a test on the X55 from the back patio, where I do a lot of editing. We're also getting really good speeds out here at 329 and 158. All right, lastly, we're gonna be taking a look at what I'm most excited for. This is the TP-Link Deco XE75 and AXE 5400 tri-band mesh Wi-Fi 6E system. So this is Wi-Fi 6E compatible. You don't have a lot of devices out there that are Wi-Fi 6E compatible. I do have the Galaxy S22 Ultra, which is a Wi-Fi 6E device. The main benefit here is that you have now access to the 6 gigahertz band. Other routers on the market, including the Wi-Fi 6 routers, still only have the 2.4 gigahertz and the 5.0 gigahertz band. This means that you're going to be getting the fastest possible speeds, the lowest ever latency, and unprecedented capacity thanks to that 6 gigahertz band. Wi-Fi 6E more than doubles the available spectrum, meaning no more competition over the airwaves. You'll actually have a better chance at full gigabit speeds on your devices. This is going to mean 8K streaming and better VR streaming experiences. With the 2-unit setup that TP-Link sent out, these are going to work together to cover up to 5,500 square feet. You also won't have to worry about drop connections or buffering, as this has the ability to connect to up to 200 devices. This is a tri-band system, so you're going to have less congestion and overall better performance. This means that you can have a dedicated band for gaming on your Xbox, another dedicated band for streaming 4K content like Netflix on your TV, and then another dedicated band for even some lower end stuff like checking email or doing things on Facebook. Each mesh point does have 3 gigabit ports, so you can hardwire this back to the main router for the best possible speed, or you can use these to hardwire in your PC or your gaming devices, or even for like home security setups. Of course, not only are you going to get better connections with better speeds on this system, but you get all the other advantages of a Deco system, like integrated network protection, parental control, comprehensive reports, and much more. Lastly, we'll test the Deco X75. This is also in the office, connected directly to the router, and we're getting insane speeds here. This is pretty much the full gigabit connection that I'm paying for from the ISP, which is awesome. Yeah, I can tell already that the Wi-Fi 6E is making a difference. 934 and 884. Next up, we'll check speeds from the living room. And as you can see, this is a major difference at almost 900 meg right here in the living room, which is in the middle of my house. And wow, the upload speeds are pretty incredible too here. All right, so 891 and 621, that is a major difference. All right, we're in the kitchen. This is the furthest point away from my office in the house. And there again, almost full gigabit speeds. All right, so I'm getting 863 and 628. That is pretty impressive. All right, lastly, let's check the speeds on the back patio. So we're able to get 475 and 166 out here on the back patio. The Deco S4 is a great unit under 150. It's perfect for those looking to improve the Wi-Fi range throughout the home at an affordable price. and will be a very good choice for ISP internet below 500 megabits per second. If you're over 500 megabits per second, the Deco X75 is a strong pick for a smart home user with more square footage to cover and looking to upgrade to Wi-Fi 6. It's perfect for families as well, with the ability to manage multiple devices. The Deco X55 is an incredible value at $279.99 MSRP. The Deco XE75, which I'm most excited for, is the best Wi-Fi 6E router equipped with tri-band mesh that brings insane speeds throughout your home at a low price of $299. That's the best price available for Wi-Fi 6E to date. The ability to use a dedicated backhaul is amazing. The TP-Link Deco can use the 6 gigahertz band as a dedicated connection point between both routers. So if you have a dead spot or an area where your wireless internet connection is slower, these two devices work together to make that connection stronger. Overall, each TP-Link mesh system is simple to set up and easy to control through the app. Each model performed great, so pick the one that is best suited for your home and lifestyle needs. I'll be sure to include links for all the setups in the description below. Be sure to click on one of those to grab your Deco Mesh system for better coverage in your house today. Thanks guys for watching. Be blessed. I'll see you in the next one.